Hi, I'm Matt Noble from Gold Derby, and I've just come back from the Survivor David vs Goliath final, one of the greatest seasons of the greatest game of all time, and it just was so exciting to be there. I got to compete in Survivor challenges that were designed by John Kerhofer.
This is a Survivor Showdown! Who's gonna be the Goliath? Who's gonna be the David? Whoa. No one close, but no cigar. Matt trying to stay in this. Matt scores! Oh. Matt is the winner.
And now a Gold Derby battle for the ages. Me versus Marcus in an endurance challenge. I took a bit of a while to get started, so John Kerhofer had to help me out. Let's see who wins.
Sorry about that. Yeah, Jeff just wasn't here to call it.
2, 1, lift. Foot touches or go, you're out.
Oh!
Then me and Marcus got to go inside the studio or the stadium where this David and Goliath battle was declared in favor of Nick Wilson, which was so exciting. Then we went to the red carpet to get all the post-game interviews we could with some of the season's biggest players.
Christian, you're a student of the Survivor game, right? Yeah. So, what should we take away from this season of Survivor with Nick Wilson being there?
I think that what Nick Wilson showed was that even though he was, on occasion sort of out of the loop or down at the very beginning of the game, he was almost voted out. Really, and turned around and won. That really, you're never out in Survivor until your torch is snubbed.
Nick,
yes.
Congratulations on winning Survivor. We talked about the thing at the challenge, the thing they had set up. How confident were you that you had the night in the bag?
I thought I did.
Yeah, you thought.
But I mean, still, it was tough because Mike played such a good game.
I know. Gold Derby, okay, can I first say, I know Gold Derby because I'm in the business.
Yeah.
And at one point there was like a poll to say who's gonna win the next immunity challenge.
Yeah.
And literally all the contestants were ahead of me, and also there was a category that said no one.
Yeah.
And I was like, everyone and no one has a better chance. It's more likely that something that has never happened in the history of the game than for me to win the next immunity. And I won that
you won.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Gold Derby. You're all loser.
At Gold Derby, we've been predicting you to win the season. You've been at the top of our rankings for the last couple of weeks and stuff like that. So
even after the idol play?
Even after the idol play. Did you vote for Nick? Are you still satisfied with him as a winner?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. No, he is a fantastic winner. No doubt. It was not for a lack of excellent candidates that I voted for Mike. Nick is a great winner. Absolutely deserves it. I'm so thrilled for him.
You've been a big fan of the show for a long time. Watching, probably thinking about playing.
Yes.
What did you learn from the game, from playing it, that you didn't know?
About the game?
About the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
as far as like a fan, I learned the importance of the social aspect of the game. And you know, sometimes you'll have a season where people will say this person was robbed or this person didn't deserve to win. I now disagree with that kind of thinking 100%. I mean, there are, like, it's about developing relationships.
Well, it's interesting. You and Nick both looked on the outs of your tribe on the first day, and you both make it to the end as the rock star. So that's a pretty cool story.
Well, I kind of went in a little too hot. You know, like they keep you like locked down for like a week, and by the time you get on the island, you're like, I want to do something. But I realized quickly if I played that kind of game, I would have gone home soon. Because I felt like there was a little bit of a target on my back, being like, I don't know, somebody who's from Hollywood or whatever. So.
And I guess the game's about adapting and changing your game as you see it's not working. You were given
it's really 90% a social game, so like, you know, you can figure out how to charm people, which in Hollywood we all know how to do. Just pretend like you're all A-list movie stars. That was what I was saying to myself.
What was the best move that you played in the game that contributed to your story?
Honestly, I think voting out Christian.
And when you're actually out there and you're not eating, your mental faculties shrink considerably. And you know, that's something you always feel as a human is yours. You know, like, I have my mind, it's mine. But it is susceptible to your bodily functions and everything else. So there were points where I was like, how many people are left? 8? No, 9. I didn't count myself. That's right. So you know, there were moments like I would have killed for just a notepad to write things down, which you don't have out there.
Which is Richard Hatch's luxury item his first season, a journal, wasn't it?
And that's a really good one. That would be mine. I mean, you have to write it in code so people don't read it. You know, but exactly.
Yourself to the end.
What do you think your best move of the game was?
Oh, by far my best move of the game was becoming the new mayor of Slamtown. Taking out the mayor of Slamtown, Johnny Mundo. And John is such a great sport, and that he even says it was my best move.
It seems like amongst the cast, everyone was pretty good sports, especially that jury.
Yes, I mean, I think we're just a great group of people to where we understand that it was a game, and that's why when I got voted out, I wanted to see someone playing hard, and I think that speech that I gave lit the fire to Nick so he could go and win that $1 million.
Yeah, was your aim of that sort of thing you said at the end, was it to try and change the game?
Absolutely. I wanted to light a fire in him to where he knew that these people were lying to him, like I kind of told him they were, and he just had to go full throttle and win immunity challenge after immunity challenge after immunity challenge, and now he's a millionaire.
How did Davey's words leaving the show affect your game moving forward?
It's so funny because it's funny how things work out, because Davey always said, dude, if you get blindsided, just come to camp, act like it's all cool and everything. And then he said, when he got voted out, you know, whoever did that move was like, they deserve my vote. Well, I still didn't care. Like, I was mad all Stevie. Like, he was my best friend the whole time. And so I think that, you know, Survivor's not like chess. It's not a strategy game. It's a social strategy game. Like, and I'm a human being. I'm not a block of wood. So I didn't care. I was like, I'm pissed Stevie's gone. I'm gonna act like it.
What did you learn about the game of Survivor from actually playing it?
I mean, in the game, it's like you feel like it's a game that you win, but you realize on the island it's really more a game that you lose. And you watch people lose the game. And so, like, people want you to like make big moves, but in a way, like my strategy is just like stay alive, don't lose, and then try to like make your best case. I mean, I didn't win, but I did feel like that was, if I played again, I'd probably play similarly.
What do you think the biggest takeaways from this season of Survivor?
I think that you can come into the game as a David or a Goliath, but the script can be totally flipped and you can become the underdog that has to claw her way through 5 tribals.
And what is your biggest mistake in the game? What's the thing that if you could go back in time and you could change?
I think there were 2 biggest mistakes. Number 1 is calling Angela a contingency plan. Definitely set her on a warpath again. She was certainly fixated on getting me out of this game.
We talked about women not fighting Iris in the first episode. It came all the way back around to the final. You were also able to make it to the very end of going to the last woman standing in the show. What are you most proud of, or what do you think your biggest strength in the game was?
I think my biggest strength in the game was that I never gave up.
Much, Alison, for
Thank
a great
you.
season.
Thank you. It's unbelievable.
It's one of the best ones that have recently
I mean, it's unbelievable to be a part of. I'm just proud to be a part of such a great season.
And the reason I climbed to the top of the waterfall is because I did, even though I lost a clue temporarily, I remembered what it said. And the clue said, and I still have it, it said that what you're looking for, the protection you're looking for is atop the rock behind the well. Atop. Language is important, words matter, so I went to the top. I think it's a matter of just, like I said, being really aggressive and going for it. And sometimes in the game of Survivor, women kind of take our foot off the pedal because we're scared of the penalty that could come along with it. So I think if we can keep getting more voices and stronger, there's been a lot of strong women, right? Chrissy, Cass, there's a whole legacy of strong women, poverty even.
Well, thanks very much for talking tonight. Congratulations for a great season, great game. Particularly the last two.
Derby. Fuck you guys.
There we go. Thank you so much for Are you alright? Do you need Marcus's jacket?
I am more than okay. I'm only giving jackets now. I'm not taking anyone's away. So
there's so many different types of winners of Survivor over the years. What do you think the most important quality someone needs? Like, what's the common denominator?
I think the common denominator is getting people to trust you in a vote. Or at least want to work with you for some reason. Very few winners, like, really just, like get immunities down to the end. You actually buy Callaways, some degree of Ben Driebergens, those sorts of things. That's very rare, and it's not, and it's certainly not something I was counting on in the game, and nor should you. But so I think that the ability to be able to make a move and then afterwards go back up to someone and say, "I'll work with you again." I guess is a really important winning thing. I mean, I still wanted to work with Nick even after Mason Dixon had to live on the rocks.
Yeah, very much so. And I guess I always thought that self-awareness and perception is really.
That's a better answer actually. I like that. Yeah, I wish I had said that. It's true. I mean, because if you show up at that final trial council and then you try to say something to the jury they just flat out don't believe.
Well, there you go. I hope everyone other than Mike White was able to enjoy Gold Derby, Survivor, David vs. Goliath coverage. You can watch the full unedited interviews and follow all of entertainment's Hollywood news and award predictions at goldderby.com. Thanks.